It's Saturday morning at Chilly Willy Weekend. It's cold. It was like 21 degrees last night. There's frost everywhere. I was cold. I definitely, even the buddy heater I had running didn't do a whole lot for me, but I'm gonna go get some breakfast and we're gonna get things rolling for today. There are tents literally everywhere out here. It is insane. I mean, we got hammocks between trees. There's some tents that have heaters going on, which is super duper smart. But man, the amount of people who decided to camp out, whew, you guys are strong. It's, oh man.
The 100-mile loop that I've shared, that is that's like my normal, I'm gonna ride around here for half a day loop. It's a mix of country, 2-lane roads and gravel. It's pretty close to 50-50. It'll take you through some farmland, take you through the woods. It'll take you out into Uwharrie, but you won't be on the OHV trails. The 100-mile loop that has OHV, it's the same loop. It just incorporates a few miles of the less technically difficult trails. So anyone on a big bike, if you can handle your bike well, if you're comfortable going through loose terrain, keep your eyes up, easy on the handlebars, keep your momentum. There's some rock gardens you're gonna need to get through. Those are passable by any of the bikes that I see here. So I encourage you to go do that. These are all public roads and we're allowed to be there, but be sensible about your throttle and let's try to be good friends to those people as well. All right, so y'all go have a good ride, enjoy it, be safe. Ride like you got some sense and be nice to your neighbors.
So we still got some frost on the bike here. So I'm kind of repositioned it in the sun a little bit more, letting it kind of defrost. Because holy crap, I didn't realize this. It got down to like 15 last night. I mean, it was cold. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun day though. Looking forward to getting out there and riding. So we're finally starting to warm up a bit. So I'm gonna go put some gear on and hang out for a little bit. Most of the people are kind of waiting for it to warm up a little more before they go out. So there's a couple different groups doing some rides. We'll see who I decide to hook up with, but I end up with Frank and Steve and those guys, and then we can have a nice fun day of YouTube idiots on the trails. But bike is mostly defrosted, and it's nice and warm in the camper. Ooh, that's good. Hopefully my gear's warmed up a bit. But yeah, let's put some gear on. It'll definitely be warmer. Here with Frank at One Old Man Riding. We got Steve from Moto Photo Adventures, and one other guy whose name I completely forget because I'm an asshole, so sorry about that. We're doing the 100-mile loop here at Chilly Willy Weekend, which should be pretty fun. This is my first time riding with other YouTubers. It's definitely warmed up a bit, which is nice. This is the first official rally for the 390 Adventure, too. Uwharrie National Forest. So I've never ridden out here before, so it's actually cool to be out here. It's cold. It was 15 degrees this morning, apparently. The low was supposed to be 20, but apparently we hit even lower. So that's pretty insane, honestly. But, you know, it's all part of the experience. There's supposed to be 100 people here. I think we're in the 80s, actually, because, you know, because of the weather, a bunch of people dropped out, which I don't blame them. It's cold. We're trying a little bit of a different setup today for the helmet too. So I've got the Action 3 on the helmet recording. I'm just going to record continuously through. It's plugged into a battery pack, so it should be totally fine. And then I've got the DJI Mic 2 in my helmet doing audio. So we'll see how this comes out. My hope is the recording on there comes out nicely. All right, we're turning the grip heaters on. Because, woof, I definitely regret not putting another layer on under this jacket because I am chilly. But we're just going to deal with it. We got 100 miles of riding today. Not a lot, so we'll be done pretty early afternoon. It's a mix. It's supposed to be like a 50-50 pavement gravel mix, so it should be relatively easy and fun. The one thing I will say about this event, you know, this is the first year, inaugural event. It's super duper cool. I'm excited to be here like the first time around. Just like Blackwater, actually. It was at Blackwater the first time around too. My only feedback so far is I wish this started a day earlier. I wish we could have gotten 2 days of riding in. Because the way it's set up right now, you come in Friday afternoon, you ride today, Saturday, and then Sunday you have breakfast, you pack up, you go home. So I do wish there was at least one more day of riding. So, Duke, if you see this, definitely try to extend time frame next year, because that'd be super duper fun, regardless of the cold. Oh boy, it's cold. All right, hitting our first bit of gravel. Into the unknown. Turn off-road ABS on. I do have traction control on still though. It's dusty out here, that's for sure. Man, someone's out here camping. That's the cool thing about national forest land is typically you're free to camp in it. It's one thing I've always wanted to do is just spend some time riding a bunch of national forests, and then, you know, it gets towards the end of the day, set up camp, do some fun moto camping, and preferably with friends. Need to find some moto camping friends. All those heated grips are so nice. I'm digging them big time. Holy crap, is it dusty. As you can see, I have my Pixel 6 with DMD2 on it instead of the big tablet, and it's mostly because I don't know. I'm just kind of deciding whether or not I want the big tablet on here all the time, or if I just want to be able to use the Pixel 6. I mean, the tablet has a SIM card in it, and this has an eSIM, so they both have cellular data. I don't know. I haven't quite decided which one I want to use. The big screen is certainly very nice. Man, I'm in the back of the pack, and it is dusty. I'm actually glad I started out with my goggles on, and I took them off at the gas station there, so I'm kind of glad I did. Oh, out of the dust. All right. I do really love how balanced this bike is, because you can literally do stuff like this, no hands, and it's like, goes perfectly straight. We're back in gravel again. That transition is always fun when there's like no warning. I really like the states and the locales that put signs ahead of it showing that you're going from pavement into gravel. Gives you a nice little warning. I've had a few instances where it's like you go around a turn and then boom, you're in gravel and you're like, holy shit. So a warning is nice to have. Narrow bridge and twisties. That's not that narrow of a bridge, come on. Jumping off rock trailhead. Oh, this is pretty. Had some fun little twisties through the leaves, over some bridges. I like that. See, rides like this are super fun because it's just like, you get out here, you enjoy yourself, you're not doing anything too crazy, and it's pretty. This, like, a month ago, probably would have been absolutely beautiful. There would still have been some leaves on the trees. It would have been probably like 60-something, maybe 70-something. Well, yeah, 70-something would be pretty warm, but I don't know. I'm sure it would look super duper cool like a month ago. See, okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Pavement to gravel. I love these signs because you get noticed. And look, we're going around a turn here and it turns into gravel. Except it doesn't turn into, there, now it turns into gravel. Man, they clear cut all this. Yeah, that quick shifter while standing is legit. You know, I wiped the dust off all this, and it's just back now. Just wipe it off the camera lens. Yeah, the fact that I could just pick up to like 50, 60 on this thing without even struggling makes me so happy. I really like this bike, if you can't tell. Oh, look at that covered bridge. That's cool. Hey, they got a K-truck. Nice. It's dusty as hell. I can't see shit in front of me. I see the bike in front of me, and that's it, which is dangerous as hell. It's a little better here. This is a cool little area. Wipe some dust off the lens, too, while we're at it. It's no secret, because I say this all the time, but I love woodsy areas like this. They're always super fun. Oh, DMD died on me. That's not what I wanted. Come on. Yep, there we go. Okay, there we go. I'm working through a backlog of videos. I've been saying this forever. I'm finally actually sitting down and editing a bunch of stuff. And on that list is towards the end, because I decided that I'm going to work backwards. I'm going to do the most recent stuff first and then go into the older stuff instead of the older stuff into the most recent stuff. So all the way at the bottom of that list right now is the Sandblast Rally, the race where I crashed and broke my collarbone. And I want to, I'm trying to get through that. That way I can share that experience with everyone. But I have registered again to race Sandblast next year. And I think I'm going to do it on this guy. So I need to take it out to do some sand riding at some point, which I totally could have done here. Brandon, who set up my suspension on the DRZ for Sandblast, is actually here. So he went and was doing some sand riding. And I totally could have gone out there with him. But I I don't know. I wanted to come out with these guys and ride. Honestly, it's not super often I get to hang out with other YouTubers at a rally. It seems like the bulk of the stuff I go to, there isn't really many other people there that I know that do YouTube stuff. So it was like, you know, it'd be super cool to ride with these guys today. So that's what we're doing. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna edit all the Sandblast stuff, and that'll be up eventually. Hopefully before I race again. And yeah, we're gonna get some practice in beforehand in the sand on this thing, because I definitely think this will be a good bike for me to race on. So it'll be interesting. But the other thing with that is in the NASA Rally Sports Space, there's another rally in April, I believe, the McCreary Gravel Rally out in Kentucky, and I'm very interested in racing in that because I mean gravel is I'm so used to it. Like it's what I ride in all the time. So I think it'd be super cool to get out there and like test my skills racing in it, and hopefully not crash and die. But if you go to my website, TSMoto there's a link in the description below there too. You can actually see all of the past rallies I've attended, and then I'm also putting up all of the rallies and races and training events and stuff that I'm going to. So if you're interested in checking any of that stuff out, you want to learn more, there's information over on my website on the rallies and events page there. So definitely check it out. And if you spot me, you know, I always say this, if you spot me at an event, please say hi. It's always cool to meet everyone, and I'll be honest, like I might be a little awkward because I'm not used to people recognizing me from YouTube stuff like that, but I'm always happy to meet people that enjoy the videos, and you know, depending on what's going on at that rally or event, you know, I may be down to do some riding with you too. There are plenty of events where I just kind of ride solo. You know, it's more fun with a group sometimes. So if you want to ride, just let me know. We are, it's not a river crossing. I mean, it is a river crossing, but there's a bridge. This is a cool spot. Lock up my rear tire a little bit on the way down. This is a cool spot.
Hopefully a car doesn't come back.
Yeah, right.
We'll get the bowling pin effect. If I fall over, will somebody pull me out?
I guess.
Somebody.
Might be a little cold.
I mean, you're wearing good gear. You'll be fine,
It's
man.
true. It's true. This has been fully submerged in water too, so look at all the dust. Oh my god. I keep wiping off my screens and they just get covered again.
God.
That kickstand is a pain in the ass. He made it look easy. All right. That was fun. You know, it's funny. I look at that and I'm like, I'm a little anxious to do that. And then I do it. And that was easy. Gotta remember, man, these things have like so much more traction than you give them credit for. This bike is fun though. I really do like it. I'm very happy with it. We're almost halfway through this ride too. Man, it doesn't feel like we've been out here that long. Going on almost 2 hours. That's actually pretty awesome. I cannot see shit on my display here. It's just covered in dust. But yeah, I keep like jumping out of apps. I think the dust is kind of screwing with the display a little bit. unfortunately. I've really been enjoying using like phone navigation, but it's definitely a lot glitchier than using like my 𝐒𝐿𝐿. So I don't know. I gotta figure out exactly what I want to do still. The 𝐒𝐿𝐿 is definitely a solid GPS, and I definitely enjoy it, but it's kind of nice to, I don't know, it's kind of nice to have a phone with a bunch of stuff like music and all these other things here that I can just enjoy. But with it comes glitches and problems, and I always kind of had issues connecting my phone through the 𝐒𝐿𝐿 too. Like sometimes it would work great, sometimes it would kind of be a pain. Maybe I should, it's been a while since I've used it, so maybe I should throw it on for a rally at some point and see how I feel about it again. There is something to be said about having a nice dedicated GPS unit. I can't see shit. That's better. Yeah, wind. Blow all the dust off. It's pretty out here. Look at that. That is a nice view. There's some squirrely loose gravel. So one thing I haven't done to this bike yet also is I haven't touched tire pressures. So I'm not 100% sure. I mean, honestly, it feels totally fine. But, you know, it's funny. I haven't actually even, like, checked the tire pressure before this. It's probably a little low because of the cold, which might be why it's not super squirrely in the gravel here. And then again, it wasn't squirrely in the gravel at home the other week either. So I don't know. But I do need to figure out what a good tire pressure is. Honestly, for the most part, street pressures are probably totally fine. I know how to handle myself, but I just got hit with a rock. Yeah, see, like, that's no more squirrely than it normally is through gravel like this. If anything, man, it's a little too much power on the ass end. But, yeah, I'm sure, I mean, air down a little bit, probably pretty decent. The other thing I like it and I dislike it, these are cast wheels, not spoked wheels, so they're tubeless. What's nice about that is I can just plug them, but, you know, I gotta worry about denting rims and not being able to hold air. The one advantage of that is I can, because it's a tubeless tire, if I have to on the side of a trail, I can put a tube in it. But yeah, you got a 390, what are you running your tire pressures at when you're riding through gravel and stuff? I'm just curious. You know, it definitely has not warmed up that much this afternoon. I mean, when we're not moving, it's not bad, but it's definitely chilly going quick through these roads. track says straight, but that's a do not enter. Yeah, I mean, mine shows on here for like a mile and then I left.
This?
Yeah. Yep, yeah, we're on the track. Yeah, we're on track. Yeah, that was it makes sense if you're coming the opposite direction. You get off the off-ramp and go that way, but that was a little fucky-wucky. Not paying attention. Could get yourself a little hurt there. So you need a camper like that. That's like the perfect size. Pavement ends. I like warnings. What can I say? They come in handy. Damn! Rock just shot off of Steve's tire and landed on my leg over here. Holy crap. Also, I'll tell you, whenever I ride in like jeans or something, if I'm going somewhere real quick, man, when you have impacts from stuff on the road, it fucking hurts. But I don't feel it like hardly at all with my riding pants. So it makes a big difference. Dude, look at all this dust. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but it's brutal. Some green grass over here. It's really funny. I don't really like leading groups. I mean, I'll do it, but like, it's not my favorite thing. But I also don't really like hanging out in the back because you get everyone's dust. But again, I also don't mind hanging out in the back either. Like, I don't know, it's weird. My visor is also like totally covered in dust at this point. This is so bad. Thank you, sir. That I appreciate is people who stop like that and let you go by when it's really low visibility. 20 miles to go. I'm looking forward to getting back and warming up a little bit. Also food. I'm actually hungry. I haven't eaten anything. This is a fun little bumpy gravel road, and it's not ridiculously dusty. I appreciate that. Oh, Jesus. I can't tell if the traction control's the issue or if it's just obnoxious. It might just be obnoxious. Oh, that's pretty. Nice little lake here. This is nice hard pack right here. This stuff is fun to zoom through. Yeah, I'm definitely digging on this road. This is nice because it's got like twisties. It's got different terrain going through it. Some rocks you can kind of jump over, which are always fun. Yeah, there's a ton of OHV trails out here too. You gotta go get a permit for them, which the place we filled up earlier sells the permits, but there was also a route where we could have hit a little bit of OHV trail stuff, but we're just doing the easy one. Still a super duper fun route. I definitely enjoy a good mix like this. Right back into fucking gravel. Or well, I guess this is dirt. Hard packed dirt. Hard packed dirt with loose packed dust. See, the thing I hate about the dust too is it makes it so you can't see all the little bumps and stuff. So it's harder to avoid things. And like, you don't want to focus too close. If you focus too closely off the front tire, by the time you see the obstacle you want to avoid, you're hitting it. So you want to focus further out. With a nice layer of dust in front of you, it's a little harder to focus. The further out distance you want to focus. There's a campsite that's literally like on the map here. Ow. Yeah, well, that's what I get for not looking ahead and looking at the GPS. Hitting shit. Yeah, every time I hit those, the traction control kicks on. Man, there's so much dust between and my visor, between the pin lock shield and between the visor. It is a pain in the ass to see. When the sun hits just right, the glare is just it's awful. I really dig this bike. Holy crap. And we're back, just like that. That was super fun. I definitely enjoyed that, and it was super cool to ride with Frank and Steve, and it's just awesome running into other cool YouTubers. So thank you guys for letting me join you on the ride, and look forward to many more. But for now, this ride's over, and I am covered in dust. The bike is covered in dust. It is very dusty, but God, that was fun.
All right, it's Sunday, and Chilly Willy Weekend is officially over. It's kind of sad, actually, but it's all right. It was a super duper, unbelievably fun time, and I didn't freeze last night. I mean, it was cold, but it was like 30 instead of 15. It had gotten down to 15 Friday night, which is insane. So I'm definitely, I'm happy to be warmer today, that's for sure. But I gotta pack the camper up and I gotta drive 6 hours back home. I'm so excited to come back to this next year, and I'm super excited to head down to the Palmetto ADV Rally in April and hang out more with Frank from 10 Band Riding, Steve from Moto Photo Adventures, and finally get to meet Greg from the Bearded Grump. So super looking forward to that, and if you're interested in that rally, check out the description below. There'll be some information for you. But until next time, as always, ride safe, and remember, it's all about the adventure.